Hey beauties, so today is going to be my fast, easy school tutorial. As you can see in the picture, I am not going to be the model for today's tutorial. It will be my niece who is in the high school age range. But yeah, next will be a picture of a hairstyle I put on her as well. You can see it in this one, but you'll see it better in the next one. And it is for people who have super long hair, to put it in a ponytail without it just looking like a ponytail. That will be uploaded to my regular channel soon. If you want to check it out, I will have a link below once I upload it. But yeah, so don't forget to subscribe to this channel and my personal channel. All the links will be below. So yeah, alright, let's get started. So the first thing we're going to do is we are going to apply a primer to our face. I'm using Sheer Envy Primer by Hard Candy. You guys can use whatever primer you have, e.l.f., anything. I pretty much use e.l.f. or this one. I'm just trying to get this one empty. So I'm going to apply that all over her face to make sure that she has a nice, pretty canvas to use. Although my niece has relatively really smooth skin, so you can skip this step if you have smooth skin. I don't. So next, I'm using my Extra Lasting Avon Foundation in Natural Beige. This is a little bit light for my niece, but if it's you doing your own makeup, I'm sure you have a foundation that matches. Next, I'm using my F82 Round Top Kabuki brush to apply it to her face. Making sure that you blend out the jawline area, because you do not want to have a two-tone neck. I'm going to repeat, blend out your neck. You do not want a two-tone neck. Next, I am just taking my flat top kabuki brush just to make sure that it's pressed into the skin so it stays. Now I'm taking my concentrate corrector in Brightening Peach from Pixie, and this is just going to help camouflage her dark circles. If your circles are not that bad, you guys will be just fine using just this or just a concealer. But hers are pretty bad because she stays up all hours of the night. Now I'm using my finger to blend it in, and as you can see, she's yakking away. Next, I'm going to take my Eclipse palette from Coastal Scents, which is a concealer palette, and I'm going to find the shade closest to her skin tone just to help cover those dark circles a little bit more because of how dark they are. The Pixie concealer will not do it by itself. And I'm going to blend that out with my fingers just like I did the Pixie corrector. Now I'm just taking a pressed powder. This one's by Maybelline. You guys can use any pressed powder you have or a translucent powder. I just went with this one to try to help even out her skin tone because my makeup is so much whiter than her, but it didn't work. So just use whatever one you have. Now I'm going to take my Too Faced Chocolate Soleil Bronzer, and I'm going to apply it to the hollows of her cheeks. Now I realized after doing this that her face is a lot smaller than mine, so I actually have to use an eyeshadow brush to get the hollows of her cheeks without getting way past them. So that's what I did right there. If your face is not that small, don't worry about it. Now I'm just going to apply the bronzer to her hairline and her jawline just to slim out her face. Next, I am applying my Wet n Wild Color Icon Bronzer in Reserve Your Cabana. I use this as a highlight. It is a great highlight. I'm going to apply it to the bridge of her nose, her cupid's bow, and her chin, and to the high points of her cheek area, her cheekbones, whatever you want to call it, to bring light to her face. And then I'm going to take a pink blush. I got this palette off of eBay. Coastal Scents has a similar one if you want to purchase that. And I'm just going to apply a pink color to her cheeks. You guys can use pink, peach. It really doesn't matter. Go for whatever you think looks best on your skin tone. And then I'm going to take my powder brush that we used earlier, and I'm just going to blend all of it together. Now I'm going to take my Urban Decay Primer Potion, and I'm going to apply it to her eyelids to help the eyeshadow stay. Next, I'm using my MAC paint pot in Bear Study. You guys can totally skip this step. MAC paint pots are overrated. I'm just going to say that now. They are overrated. They do not help eyeshadow stick. They're basically, if you don't want to wear eyeshadow, just apply it on your lid. So basically, it's just like a Maybelline tattoo. It's seriously not worth it. I will be doing a comparison and a review between the two, but I can tell you right now, MAC sucks. So don't waste your money. Anyways, I'm applying it to our eyelid before our base color. And our base color is going to be this single by Wet n Wild Color Icon in Brulee. And I'm just going to apply that to her lid. You guys will see a whole lot of cat butts in this video, just saying. One of my cats he wanted his butt in the video. Now I'm taking my NYX 10 color eyeshadow palette in Bubbles. I think it's Bubbles and Caviar and Bubbles, and my Sigma pencil brush. And I'm going to apply this to the outer corner and to the crease, just to give a little bit of definition. Now I'm taking this is from Sephora, it's an angle brush, and I cannot talk today. My Physicians Formula Cream Gel Liner, and this is for green eyes. You guys can use whatever one you want, any brand you want, but I'm just going to use this to make a really nice, there's a cat butt, really nice winged liner. Very thin. I really do like the Sephora angled eyeliner brush. It is super duper thin. I'm talking about like a piece of paper thin. So if you guys are looking for a really, really thin one, check Sephora. I got this from a giveaway I won from Purse Buzz. And it was in a kit with a bunch of other brushes. So, but I think you might be able to buy the single brush. If not, you might have to buy the kit. But either way, I'll link the kit below if I can find it. I think it was called the Essential Travel Kit or something like that. Or you can just go look on Sephora and just look for a really thin eyeliner brush, but it's the thinnest one I found. So now I'm just going to wipe that off, and then I'm going to get into a black eyeshadow, and I'm going to just smoke out that liner just to give it a softer appearance. You don't have to smoke it out if you don't want to. Now I'm going to take a smudger brush and just smudge out that line a little bit more, because I wanted it to be a lot more smoky than it was coming out to be. You guys can skip this step. Next, I was just fixing the line. Now I'm taking my MAC eyeshadow in Whisper, and I'm going to apply it to her brow bone. It is an awesome eyeshadow. It's an off-white, so it's not a stark highlight. It's really great for the brow bone, the inner corner. Now I'm going to take my Too Faced Perfect Eyes black eyeliner, and I'm going to apply it to her waterline. And then after that, I'm going to smudge it under her lash line. You guys can choose not to smudge it depending on if you want a really stark black line. But she likes eyeliner, so I smudged it underneath her lash line. So I'm going to go ahead and smudge it out now. You guys can totally skip the eyeliner and just take some, like a primer, and put it underneath your eyes and just use some eyeshadow. And now I'm going back over with some eyeshadow and smudging it a little bit more. But you guys can definitely just put a primer down and then just do a thin line of eyeshadow and then smoke it out a little bit. Now I'm going to take Whisper again, and I'm going to apply it to the inner corners of her eye. It didn't give me as much highlight as I wanted in the inner corner, so I'm going to take my Wet n Wild Color Icon Bronzer and Reserve Your Cabana, and I'm going to apply that. That is a great inner corner highlight. It really opens the eye. I'm also applying a little bit under the brows just to give that little subtle glimmer. Now I'm blending it out. Some of the black fell underneath her eyes, so I'm just taking a little bit more concealer and kind of covering it back up. You can always do your foundation last if you plan on using a lot of black eyeshadow. And something got on her eye, so she stuck her finger in there. Now I'm going to take my Too Faced Lash Injection Black Mascara. You guys can use any mascara you want, just apply it to your lashes. I really wanted her to do this part, but I ended up doing it, so I'm sure you'll coat your lashes a lot better than I did hers. Next, I am taking my lip butter in Peach. It's by Revlon. And I'm just going to apply it to her lips for a nice wash of color. It has a little bit of shimmer to it, so It works really well. It actually blends in perfectly with her natural skin tone or lip color. Now I'm just going to take a dark brown eyeshadow from my NYX palette, and I'm going to fill in her eyebrows because, you know, she does have black hair, but dark brown fits her face a lot better than a stark black does. So if you have dark black hair, just use a dark, like, chocolate brown for your eyebrows. Black is too harsh of a color to use on your brows. She's trying to cover her lips, so I'm not taking off all her lipstick. And that is it. There's the eyes, there's the lips, the face. And then you can always finish with a finishing spray. I didn't have any, so yep. Here's the end result. Here's some pictures. I hope you guys enjoyed this really fast, quick school tutorial. And I will see you guys next Sunday. Love you guys. Bye.